Welcome back, everybody. We are going to get to make tons of different kinds of awesome art this year. We're going to get to use clay, we'll get to do drawing and painting, we'll have lots of different art challenges, we'll do some printmaking, some weaving, all of the things that you love doing in art, we will hopefully get to do this year, and even some things you didn't even know you loved yet, we're going to get a chance to try out. When we're making paintings this year, you're going to need to put things on the drying rack. The first thing you need to do, though, is make sure you write your name on the back. You need to make sure you have your first name, your last name, your teacher name on the back so that we make sure you get your pictures back off of the drying rack. We don't want them to get mixed up. You're going to use 2 hands to carry your picture and walk it to the drying rack. Where is the drying rack? Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one either. We are going to use this one back here. Notice that one of these drying racks is open. That is the drying rack we will put our artwork on today. If the other drying rack is open, you'll put your artwork on that one. Let me show you how it works. When we put our artwork on the drying rack, we want to put it on the open shelf. And I'm going to slide it all the way into the back, so that there's room for more friends to put their artwork right there. So when I put my artwork in, I'm going to fill up the last part. I'm not touching anyone else's artwork though. Each one has its own space. When the rack is all full, we can pull down the next shelf and start putting new ones on the next shelf. We never want to slide our artwork in to one of the shelves that are closed. So we don't want to put it on the closed rack and slide it in there. It'll get lost all by itself. So make sure that you're putting it on the open rack with everyone else and that you put it in the open space. And we'll close down the next rack for the next student so that everyone has a place to put their artwork. Even if it's not going on the drying rack, it's very important to make sure you use a pencil to write your first name, your last name, and your teacher name on the back. And then you're going to put your artwork in your art folder. Everyone will have an art folder, and it will go in the shelf that matches your table. So for the blue table, they're going to put it on the blue shelf, but you got to make sure you put it on the right shelf. Oh, that's the 4th grade shelf. The 5th grade shelf. Oh, unless you're in 5th grade. Nope. If you are in 2nd grade, that's the right spot for a 2nd grade folder. And of course, we have to clean up the rest of our table too and put away all the supplies on our table. Make sure they go in the right places. And the last thing we need to do to get our tables ready to go is to use a wet wipe to wipe down our tables and to sanitize them. Just one person per table is going to use one wet wipe. To wipe down the whole table, you can wipe down your friend's spots and your spot. Go all the way around the table. You can get the chairs too. And then when you're done, you're going to want to make sure you dispose of that correctly. So your wet wipe is going to go where? It's going to go, oh, no, in the garbage can. Yeah, that's it. We only put paper in the recycling bin. So you can see some paper right there. That is in the right spot in that yellow paper bin. Yay. While one person is wiping the table, everyone else can check your toolbox. Make sure the scissors are with the scissors and the pencils are with the pencils and that there's no garbage down at the bottom of your toolbox so that it's ready for the next class. It will stay on your table. The other thing we need to do at the end of every class is to wash our hands. You can use any of the sinks in the back that are open. If you use this sink, here is your soap and your paper towels. If you use this sink on the end, here is your soap, and you can reach around to grab a paper towel right there. A couple things to remember when you're washing your hands. Please don't move the top of this. Wah, wah, wah. You just need to turn the water on part way. You don't need to turn it on full blast and splash water everywhere. When you get your soap, you just need 1 squirt of soap. Then you're going to want to scrub, get all that art supply off of there. Scrub the front and the back in between your fingers and get your hands nice and clean. Get all those germs off there. Then you're going to wash it off with just a reasonable amount of water. And when we're done, we're going to turn off the faucet. Make sure you don't leave the water running. We don't want to waste water. And you just need 1 paper towel. I know everybody thinks you need 2 or 3 or 4, but watch, I have big, old, giant adult hands. And look, 1 paper towel, there's still a little dry spot there. 1 paper towel is enough to dry my hands. And I even can wipe off the sink. I can get the extra things along the sink with my paper towel. I'll pick up any old paper towels that are sitting by the sink, making sure I leave everything nice and clean, picking up any little scraps or anything that's left in the sink, leaving my sink nice and pretty. And then my paper towel will, of course, go in the trash can. There it is right there in the middle of the area. Trash.